We will now come to our last award category of the evening and one of the highest honors bestowed by C.E.T. The Life Membership Award is granted to an individual who has served the association for many years in an exceptional manner. Life membership permits the individual to retain his or her title of certification for life. Tonight's first Life Membership Award goes to Yancy Ambing, C.E.T.
Yancy is a well-respected professional with 30 years of diverse building inspection experience who has served C.E.T in many capacities during his 35 years as a member. He has given unselfishly of his time and expertise, always with the goal of improving the association. Through his committee work, Yancy has contributed to the association membership and certification practices. He has served on the Board of Examiners, the IDO Board, and as Vice Chair of the Panel of Examiners. He provided valuable insight while presenting C.E.T on the PEO Experience Committee and on the Ontario Ministry of Housing and Building Code Standards Committee. Yancy tirelessly gives back to his profession, and C.E.T has benefited from his consistent commitment, dedication, and exceptional service. Congratulations, Yancy.
My goodness, 60 years. C.E.T's been around 2 years longer than me. I'm 58 years old, and I keep thinking about that in fact, dedicated people were there to start this organization and move it forward to where we are today. Extraordinary. And I've been privileged to actually be part of that, and actually to be with some of those people that were originally there. I was very, very privileged with that. It was a tremendous experience. My time with C.E.T has been exceptional. And I'd like to, at this time, thank the Awards Committee, and I'd like to personally thank my mentor, friend, and colleague, Cedric Smith, for actually nominating me for this. It's been tremendous. Thank you so much. I'd like to, really a little story. It'll take another 30 seconds. Good. I used to be a member of an organization, Lions Club. I was in there for about 15 years. Spent a lot of time there. I don't know how I dedicated time there with my family and with C.E.T, but it happened. And I transferred to a club in Bradford, and the club had about 60 people. And of those 60 people, there were about 12 elderly, getting on individuals who were well respected in the community, who I was being introduced to. And what I did is I wanted to make sure that I knew them, so I looked them up ahead of time, and then I went out to them and I introduced to each of them. And one of them gave me a bit of a memory forever. Mr. Evans, a lawyer whose father was a lawyer and whose grandfather was a lawyer, his sons are lawyers, and his brother was a lawyer, well respected in the community. So he was about 88 at the time, and they were sitting in a row. And I remember walking up and introducing myself to Mr. Evans and saying, "How do you do? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Evans. I understand you used to be a lawyer." And the old man looked at me in the eye, grabbed his cane, still holding my hand, stood up and looked me in the eye and said, "Young man, I'm still a lawyer." But I learned a lot at that. So what I think is, I think the same thing about the association and all the individuals that have dedicated all their time and energy over the years, is that once a member, always a member. Once a professional, always a professional. And I take that with me, especially with all the people that I've been with. Again, I would like to thank one other person who has been there throughout the entire time. It's my wife and my family. Without her being there, and by the way, it's 30 years this Tuesday, our anniversary.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you dearly. I used to come home late at night. She always wondered, and I said, honey, I was at the O.S.E.T office. Honestly. And I'd come in at 11 o'clock and I'd get into bed, and she was there the whole time. And without my wife being there and helping me through all that, it would have been very, very difficult. Again, I want to thank her. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you very much.